Open my eyes, seeing to things I never dreamed would flow. Open my eyes, seeing to things that I never dreamed would glow. Open my eyes, seeing to things I never dreamed would go. Open my eyes, seeing to things that I never dreamed would grow. Hi, my charms. It's your fave, Kayla B, connecting you with thee. Talk that talk with me. On today's menu is, I just had to come on here, my charms, and say that we are born into this world with nothing, but yet we yearn for everything. We yearn for not only our creators, such as our parents, first thing, because we know nothing. So that's what we think. But we're going to hold on to the thought, put a pin into it. And it's like through life, again, we are born with nothing but yearn for everything. And that comes with like accessories, certain investment, whether it be within yourself or within others. Like, we yearn for all these things when we came into this world with nothing. So what is it that we have to truly seek? So back to the question, where it's just like we know nothing, but in all reality we know everything, because what's crazy about death is that you are reborn again. And I feel like rebirth comes in different cycles and different phases, just like the moon. So the phases that you go through, it's not only within your body through just being young to teenage to adult or young adult, and then an older person. It's like you go through the evolution of life through physical shapes and also through conscious shapes. And it's like the higher that you go, the more that you grow. And the more that you grow, the more that you know. Knowing being knowledge, and just creating the cycle of having to basically break yourself down in order to build yourself back up, like Tetris. Like, every block not gonna get in. You gotta chop a few things off, like, and make sure it fit and it's able to keep building to the top. But it's all about just keep moving forward, because within the process of evolution, or the process of recycling, or the process of just going through a pattern and loop, you always have to shed off what no longer serves. You always have to let go of the dead weight. You got to let go of things that are no longer adding to your foundation, to your building blocks, to the tire moment of what you're building to. But the thing about building is none of that belongs to us. Back to the thought. We were born with nothing, but we yearn for everything. We eventually grasp those things along the journey of life, which is also another cycle, but a bigger cycle. Everything's a cycle. And it all comes in full circle. So it's just like, if we are born with nothing, that means nothing is already ours. So next time you catch a blessing in life, next time you catch a blessing within life, next time something presents itself with the opportunity, always think about the end result, because everything is a cycle, and sometimes you never know when you take a second to actually apply why something is happening for you and not to you. Then you're able to dissect the fact and know the discernment between having something work in your favor and having something work against you. But you have to really be rooted in where you're moving, because it'll be right in that moment when you actually lose faith, or right in that moment where you are feeling more down, or just even feeling down in general, where that light will enter your day to really give you more clarity and give you more guidance, or even just guidance within the whole journey. Like, that is the start of your journey, and that's where that other loop comes in, because now this is you letting go of something else in order to walk in the path that was meant for you. But you have to be ready to take on that journey. You have to be ready to say yes to life and yes to better things and inviting better things, and just not allowing yourself to get caught in that loop, like continuously in the same loop, and knowing that when it's time for a new cycle, because sometimes that same loop is literally the opposition keeping you in that loop. And the whole time the opposition is you. The opposition is you. I had to give off that laugh because the opposition is you when you really think about that. Everything is consciousness. It's all within the thought. It's all in what you believe. It's all in what you continue to feed into yourself physically and spiritually, mentally, you know. It's all in the loop. So when you continuously get to that point in life, you have to just learn to get out of the loop, get away from the opposition, and keep moving forward until you find yourself in a new loop that seems like an interesting route. Usually things when things are interesting, then that's usually the route that you should probably go. But definitely double check on that because some stuff be crazy. But no, seriously, like you gotta keep moving forward and just knowing that you have to let go and have a depth within a part of yourself in order to attract better and higher and more suitable things for yourself. And I just feel like that's the most realest thing, because we are really born into this world with not a damn thing, with just ourselves and our soul. Like we have everything that is attached to us, like our heart, our spirit. So it's always important to build on those, invest into those, and put wealth into those type of characteristics, or just, you know, things in life, because, or when it comes to yourself, because that's really what's most important. And some people can forget that. Like however you step, that's gonna always be in remembrance of your spirit. Like, so always just continue to build yourself up and know that you got it. You got this. But all right, y'all. It's a me. Kayla just be signing out. Till next time. Bye.